Okay, so I'm set up for a petal pour. I have to mix the epoxy, mix the alcohol inks. I haven't done this in a while, so this is really just to get my feet wet again. Got my white resin, and I'm going to put this on pause, I think. See if I can. So I'm going to use these alcohol inks. These are Ranger. I'm going to use Ranger Coral, Ranger Valencia, Ranger Limeade, excuse me, and Ranger Purple Twilight. Okay, so let me mix up the resin and then I'll get back to you. Where is it? Yeah, now it's working. Okay, so I made up 10 ounces of resin. I put some aside for the white part that makes the petals. I think it's a little thick. Supposed to be able to see the stick. And I put just a smidge of this stuff's very powerful. So I'm not sure how that's going to turn out. There's resin in both of these now. I would say 2/3 of the way up, leaving a top for a top layer later, the back part. So here comes the alcohol inks now. Let's see what happens. Okay, around the outside, the inside. Oh, I know what I forgot to make up. I forgot to make up the glitter. Ha 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 ha. That's what I didn't save resin for, the glitter. I'm going to put it right in there and just push it in. Okay, so for that part, okay. Okay, hold on a minute. Got to get the glitter. Okay, usually you put the glitter in with some resin, make a little paste and put it in. But I have no more resin left and I'm not going to make it up, so I'm going to just put it right in the middle. It's very fine resin. I mean very fine glitter. And then just push it in a little. Stir it in instead of making a paste and putting it in. Want it pretty much in a round circle. And this stuff spreads, so I don't want to put too much. It's going to spread out anyway. It's gorgeous, isn't it? It is. It's beautiful stuff. Okay. See how it's spreading? So I think that's enough. Okay, now for the I'm not sure if I'm going to push it, smooth it. I'm not sure if I'm going to just give it a little twirl. Maybe just a little twirl so that it doesn't remain on the top. Because I didn't remember to make a paste out of it. Let's see what happens. Okay. Let's pull this in a little. I don't want it spreading out too much. Yeah, it's kind of getting pasty now. Oh, it looks pretty. Okay. Gotta remember next time to leave some resin for the glitter. Just enough to make a little Dixie cup with a tiny little bit of paste and resin. Okay. So let's do the alcohol ink. And I'm going to do, this is the first time I'm doing this in about 3 or 4 months, so I'm kind of rusty. It's a beautiful purple. And that'll spread out. Okay. Don't know why. Well, that's getting bigger. Okay. Okay, let's leave that alone. Next, I'm going to do the Valencia. Give it just a little shake. Beautiful purple, isn't that? Okay. Let that spread out. Spreading nicely. Whoops. Too many drops came out on that one, but don't worry about it. It's going to do its own thing anyway. Okay. After that, I was going to do green, but I might change my mind and do turquoise. Let's see if I got a turquoise here. Okay, I've got turquoise, and it's a stronger green than what I originally picked out. This is also Ranger Laguna. Whoops. Spitting out at me. Colors are gorgeous. Wow. Oh, whoops. Oh, look at that. I like what that did. I'm going to do that again. On purpose. Woo! Okay. Now this one. Don't know why that orange didn't spread as much on this one. I do like the turquoise into the purple, so I'm going to do the same thing here. That's really cool. Woo! Love it, love it, love it. I don't mind leaving a little edge here for the background. The glitter might be enough, not enough. I might put a little more glitter. Okay, let's put a little more glitter. I am a bling nut. Yeah, it's spreading. Woo! That came out strong. Let's let that one come out a little stronger. Okay. Okay. So now they tell you to wait. Let the resin, white resin, get a little warm, and it's starting to. It's air conditioned in here, so it's not as warm as I want it to be. So we're going to wait. Meantime, that gives this, wow. I love how that purple and the turquoise, they hit each other. In fact, I like that so much. I might do that on the outside too. Whoops. Only the opposite. Purple into the turquoise instead of the turquoise into the purple. Woo! I love alcohol inks. They really are so magical what they do. Okay. Try not to get more than one drop in each. Ooh, okay. Gorgeous colors, huh? I think. I'm not sure if I want to do the green too. Okay. These are very messy. I'll always have to have paper towels around because the tops of the alcohol inks sometimes leak and they're all over the place. Okay. So I'm just letting this warm up a little. I'm not in any hurry yet. This is a food safe resin I'm using. I don't always use food safe, but this just happens to be. And I think I might put a drop. I think that's enough alcohol inks. Yeah, I think that really is. Let's see how this thing is doing, if this is getting warm. Now I can put this now in the resin bag, which I prepared, and another cup to put the resin bag. Put that in the resin bag. I don't know if that's on camera, but I'm going to put that in here and let it continue to warm up. And the resin bag gives you a little more control when you snip the end of it. Not the resin bag, the pastry bag. Gives you a little more control in distributing the white stuff, the white paste with resin. So we can let that warm up some more. It's pretty air conditioned in here, so everything's warming up a little bit. I do have a thermometer that I could use, but usually I just go by touch. And this is not getting warm yet. So, and the resin in the dishes, in the molds rather, they're far from getting firm. You don't want them to get firm, but I want them to warm up a little. I want them to warm up a little. So now this is in the resin bag. Plenty. There's plenty here. And I'm not going to snip the end until this warms up. So I'm going to shut this off for a while and wait a few minutes. And then I'll put the... Now, before I do this, I could also run something through these and make lines, which I think I will, since I'm waiting anyway for that white resin to... You don't have to do that. But I like the effect it makes. I use a silicone tip tool. So we're going to go this way. And I'll use something to wipe it off. That's pretty. I like that. See? This way. And this way. Wow. This way. Just adds a little more of a flower dimension, I think. Isn't that pretty? So we went this way. Now we can go this way. And this way. And this way. Okay. Sometimes they twirl it a lot. They twirl a lot, but I think we'll just keep it simple like that. And this one I might, okay, from the inside out. I could tell the thickness of this too, what's happening, which is good. It's not getting too thick yet. Not getting thick at all, actually. A little bit. A little bit. I want it warming up a little bit. This is not making as pretty a design as the other one. But now we're going to go backwards this way, outside to inside. They do look like peacock feathers, this combination of colors. Gorgeous. Very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Okay. So it's been about, let me see, been about 15 minutes. Let's see how this stuff's doing. Oops. Still not hot enough. Still not warm enough. It's pretty, but you don't want it to get too hot because then it gets hard. And there's real chemistry to this. It takes a lot of practice. No, I'm not there yet. Okay. Okay, I'm going to shut this off until, give it another 5 minutes, all right? Let me shut this off. Okay, so I hope it saved the video. I don't know if it did. It went to sleep. Anyway, I've got these little turtles here for any extra white resin I have left. Same thing with the crosses. I'll fill them in with white resin, white paste resin. Always good to have a few little molds handy for leftover resin. And I can put some glitter in with it in the white. So they'll have some kind of a glitter in the white. Okay, so I think this is warm enough. So I'm going to just snip the end. And try 2 different kinds of designs. The most common one I use is like this, the petals. It's coming out nice and uniform, which is great. This is kind of a thick resin. It might sink and make a lot of blobs. I don't know if it's going to do that or not. This stuff is also very experimental. Temperature of the resin, temperature of the room, how thick or thin you've made it. Oh, it's very, a lot of practice needed. And even then, if you get just one thing wrong, okay, looks good. Now this one I'm going to do a little different. I'm going to do this and this. A little different. I hope it does something spectacular. I don't know if it is. I just feel like experimenting as long as I'm playing around. Not sure what it's going to do. Okay, of course, those little blobs that you see are going to probably be blobs. Not much you can do about that. I might do just a petal in the middle. See what happens. Okay, so I'm gonna go from here in now. See what these long dashes do. Should be interesting. Now, the heat gun, they usually use a little heat gun to warm that up a little. And I've got to go get my heat gun. And while this is doing this, I'm going to do another little dash like that. Halfway up, halfway, oh dear. I'm not sure how that's going to work with the blob it's making. Now you can run through the blobs with a toothpick. I really hope this makes something spectacular. I have to say, even the alcohol inks look fabulous. Halfway up, halfway up. See if we get something different going here. It would be nice. This, I think I'll leave it alone. Okay, now with the rest of this resin I've got in here, I'm going to put this in here, a little bit of this in here with the glitter. Let me just put this like this for now. Oh, it's thick. Whoa. Gobby. Not sure if this is working out right. I'm just going to put a little on the turtle. It's too thick. It's not going in nice. I just want the top of his shell to be glittery. Just let that dry. Okay. So if I'm not going to use any more of that white, there's a lot in there. So I'm going to pour it. No, I can't do it that way. I'm going to pour it into here. And see if I can get it a little more liquidy. Can also slip that bottom a little more. Okay. It's not getting hard, which is good. Okay, I think that's enough. Throw the rest away. And let me just smush that glitter in there. Now I'm just going to hit this with a little bit of heat. It helps the petals start spreading. They were already starting to spread, which is good. Pardon my throat. I'm having trouble with my throat today. Okay. Not too much. Beautiful. I think we're going to get some nice petals. Yeah, that's enough on that one. I have no idea what this is going to do. No idea. The glitter I see is spreading, which is great. The glitter is doing a nice job. I don't know what these things are going to do. Okay. They seem to be spreading out a little. Okay, if I don't like what I see happening there, I still have enough. I think I have enough. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think I have enough to, oops. Okay. To put petals. So I'm going to do petals. Oh, it's dripping from the top. That's not good. This is going to be a mess. All right, let's see. Oh, dear. It's dripping from the top. Oh, goodness. All right, it's dripping all over the place. This one's going to be a catastrophe. Okay. This one's making petals, which I'm really thrilled. Which shows me the white was good. The white was good. Yeah. I just made a mess. Really a mess. Okay. It is messy. Yeah, it's working with epoxy is messy. So I'm going to shut that off and and I'll show you how it turns out tomorrow, I guess. I'll bring you in for a close-up. Definitely got petals on this one. I'm so excited. We definitely have petals. See them? So I'm going to just and look at the center. Whoa, they're gorgeous. I'm not sure what it's going to look like on the other side. On the other side. I have to put a coat of something on the top of this tomorrow after this dries and then pop it out. But I think it's going to be really pretty. This one I did differently. This one I really experimented with the resin technique, the white resin technique. And it's kind of cool. I did blow it with my heat gun. And tomorrow we'll see how that turns out. I have to put the backing on, dark backing. And then the other side is what's going to be the correct side. See you tomorrow.